Hello everybody, Fluff here, and I wanted to make a quick video, a little down and dirty, gritty video, because I'm excited, and I'm so over the moon happy with an amplifier I just got. Now, this is a 3-channel 2008 Mesa Boogie Dual Rectifier, and it has been modified by FJA Mods, Jerry at FJA Mods. I bought this amplifier off of Reverb, and I had it sent to him in South Carolina. He modified it for me, and I just got the amplifier very late yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to really dive into it until this morning as I'm filming this video, and I am just so excited and over the moon on how it sounds, because the very first video that I ever uploaded to this YouTube channel was of my original 3-channel 2008 Dual Rectifier that I had also had Jerry modify for me at that time. This is about 10 years ago now. And I ended up having to sell that amp because I was trying to get into my first house, my former house that I made a lot of videos in. Me and the wife at the time were trying to buy that house, and we were short. The amount of money needed was worth my FJA modded amplifier. So I sold it, and we got into the house. Happily ever after. Not really. But I always missed that amplifier. I missed the sound of that amplifier. And in my head, I remember it sounding incredible in the room, but I was unable to capture how it sounded with microphones because I just didn't have the knowledge yet to properly mic up and really do a good sounding demo of that amplifier. So it was easier to sell for me. Well, I made a post looking for that amp, and while it didn't show up, I've never found that amp. Jerry reached out because he hadn't done FJA mods in a while, a few years. He reached out and he's like, hey, I'll modify that amp like I modified, or I modify another amp just like I did that original one. I still know what I did to it. And I thought, man, that would be so cool. So I found a donor amp, so to speak, which is actually just a few hundred amps later than the original one that I had back then. This is a 2008 3-channel, regular 3-channel, non-multi-watt dual rectifier, and it has a push-pull boost. It has Jerry's standard rectifier mod. The bias has been tweaked a little bit. It's not an adjustable bias, but the power tubes run a little hotter, and he has basically defizzed the amplifier. Now, what you're going to hear in this sound example is my Les Paul Custom straight into the front of the dual rectifier with the gain mod pulled out, engaged, and I'm going into a Mesa 212 vertical cabinet with vintage 30s, and I am mic'd with a large condenser microphone, a JZ Mics V11, and also a small condenser microphone from Earthworks, SR25 microphone. And you were hearing the naked guitars in the context of a mix, and then the isolated guitars themselves. I want to stress that there is no post-processing on these guitars of any kind. You were hearing naked guitars, high gain guitars with no boost in front of the amplifier. And I just am so happy with this tone. For me personally, for my own tastes, I really enjoy it. So here's how the amp sounds. So there you go. I am so happy with this tone. The clean channel has been cleaned up. The whole amp is just tightened, and there's a lot of clarity to it. I will do a deeper dive into the amp at a later time. I just wanted to get something out to share my excitement, as it were, with this amplifier. And shout out to Jerry at FJA Mods for doing such an amazing job with my amplifier. And if you want to get your own amp modified by Jerry, he is doing FJA Mods again. I will link down below in the description to his website. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. I hope you guys are staying healthy. And with that, fluff out. If you liked the video you just watched, please consider subscribing. And if you want to further support me and what I do, consider using some of the affiliate links down below in the description of this video. Go on over to Sweetwater, buy yourself something, and help me out at the same time. It's a win-win for both of us.